Good morning to my 14 subscribers. Now, while most investors have been chasing the obvious AI names, Nvidia, AMD, and Palantir, there's one company playing a foundational role that very few are talking about, Lumentum. Just yesterday, the stock was up over 8%, but the story starts much earlier. I first discovered Lumentum back in May, while screening for companies exposed to AI infrastructure. Since then, the stock has risen over 300%. And to be clear, I'm not taking profits. I'm making this video to talk about where I think this could go next and where the buy zone might be if you're looking to start building a position. When I found Lumentum, it was trading at around 4 billion market cap. It's now over 15. At the time, its PE ratio looked high, which to most investors would suggest an overvaluation. But if you watched my recent video on the PE and the PEG ratios, you'd know that a high PE doesn't always mean a stock is expensive. It might just mean that the market knows growth is coming. That's exactly what stood out. The PEG ratio, which adjusts for earnings growth, was well below the sector average. That's a signal. It means the price might be elevated, but it's not in relation to how fast earnings are expected to accelerate. So I looked closer, and what I found was a company that doesn't make flashy AI software or chips, but the photonic hardware that allows massive AI clusters to function at all. Here's the thing, GPUs don't scale in isolation, do they? They need to be linked node to node at speeds that traditional networking can't even handle. And that's where Lumentum's lasers come in. But Lumentum is already one of the most important suppliers for this next wave of AI data center infrastructure. In fact, these ultra high power lasers are now integrated into Nvidia's roadmap for co-packaged optics, a major shift in how next-gen AI switching will work. And now the real question is there still growth? Is it all priced in? And if not, where would I sell? That's what I'll cover in the next sector. Before I move there, guys, please consider subscribing to future content like this. I will work very hard and try and put some great gem companies on your homepage for you to consider. So please subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Over the last 6 months, Lumentum has delivered accelerated growth, expanding demand, and aggressive upside surprises. Revenues grew 56% year on year. Demand for AI and cloud infrastructure exceeded their own shipping capacity. They literally couldn't fulfill all the orders fast enough. They launched their optical circuit switch platform, a product most people weren't even watching, and followed it up with a $1.4 billion laser order, the biggest in company history. And across 3 consecutive quarters, they haven't only beat their earnings, but raised the guidance. That's where the stock really started to run. Back in May, the stock was trading at around 3.5x sales. Today, that's close to 7x. And yeah, the trailing PE still looks elevated, but that's exactly what the PEG was designed to cut through, right? What matters now is the growth engine, and that's still intact. So what is Lumentum doing that's generating new growth? So they're expanding fab capacity to meet laser module demand. They're ramping co-packaged optics. They've secured deep partnerships with hyperscalers, and they're positioning to dominate the new transition waves. Also, it's really good to see what the analysts are saying that cover these stocks at the different various banks. Right now, analysts are price targeting around $230 to $250. But let's be honest, most analysts are quite conservative by design. Their job's basically not to look wrong. As I've said, it's currently trading at around $214 with a market cap just over 15 billion. As of the latest numbers, the forward PE is around 32x, EV to sales is close to 10x, even forward looking. So yeah, it's pretty richly valued, but not insane in my eyes. And importantly, it's being valued like a high growth infrastructure leader because that's exactly what it is. They're 800G modules, co-packaged optics, optical circuit switches, which aren't R&D, they're being shipped. Revenues are actually being inflected by this. And this month we saw a pullback. The stock dipped to $150, the zone I'd been watching, and I added there. If this revisits $150 to $160, I'll look into size again. Lumentum's not undiscovered, but it's far from being overvalued if growth delivers. So if we do pull back again, I'll be ready. Until then, let's stay sharp and stay selective. I wouldn't necessarily buy any of these levels. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment. It all helps the algorithm. Please understand this is not investment advice. This is just my own opinion and for entertainment purposes only. Thank you.